The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is a 2003 steampunk dieselpunk superhero film based on some of the characters in the first volume of the comic book series of the same name by Alan Moore and Kevin O'Neill, although the plot bears no similarity to that of the comic book. Distributed by 20th Century Fox, it was released on July 11, 2003 in the United States and on October 17th in the United Kingdom. It was directed by Stephen Norrington and stars Sean Connery, Peta Wilson, Nasiruddin Shah, Tony Curran, Stuart Townsend, Shane West, Jason Flemyng, and Richard Roxburgh. It was Connery's final role in a theatrically released live-action film before his retirement in 2007 and death in 2020. Welcome back to DC Movie Rewind, where we look back at every live-action DC movie. Today we are discussing The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Because 20th Century Fox was unable to secure the rights to the title character of H.G. Wells' 1897 novel, the script referred to the Invisible Man as an Invisible Man, and his name was changed from Holly Griffin to Rodney Skinner. The Fu Manchu character was dropped. At the request of the studio, the character of Tom Sawyer was added to increase the film's appeal to American audiences in the youth demographic, a move that producer Don Murphy initially dismissed as a stupid studio note, but later described as brilliant. After previously turning down the roles of the Architect in the Matrix trilogy and Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the latter of which would reportedly have earned him $450 million, Connery agreed to appear as Quatermain for $17 million, a sum that left the filmmakers with little flexibility to attract other high-profile stars for the ensemble cast. A character named Ava Draper, played by Winter Ave Zoli, the daughter of German scientist Karl Draper, remained visible in promotional materials despite not appearing in the film's final cut. Now, let's talk about the production. The movie was produced by 20th Century Fox and distributed by 20th Century Fox. It was directed by Stephen Norrington, known for directing Blade. The movie was written by James Dale Robinson. The movie was also produced by Don Murphy and Trevor Albert. Principal photography took place in Hungary, Malta, and the Czech Republic. James Dale Robinson, the screenwriter, is seen as Jonathan Harker in the photograph with Mina. The studio pressured filmmakers for a summer release because Master and Commander was slated for a fall release. The production encountered delays when a special effects set failed to perform as intended, forcing the filmmakers to quickly look for another effects shop. Connery reportedly had many disputes with director Stephen Norrington. Norrington reportedly did not like the studio supervision and was uncomfortable with large crews. Connery claimed that making the film and the quality of the finished product convinced him to permanently retire from acting in movies. As of 2023, Norrington and screenwriter James Dale Robinson have not worked on a live-action feature-length film since The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. The film opened at number 2 behind Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen grossed an estimated $66,465,204 in Canada and the United States, $12,603,037 in the United Kingdom, and $12,033,033 in Spain. Worldwide, the film took in $179,265,204. It had a budget of $78 million and made $179.3 million at the box office. It currently has a 17% critic score and a 44% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, a 5.8 out of 10 on IMDb, and a 30 Metacritic score. The film received generally unfavorable reviews. In an interview with The Times, Kevin O'Neill, illustrator of the comics, said he believed the film adaptation was a critical failure because it was not respectful of its source material. He did not recognize the characters when reading the screenplay and claimed that Norrington and Connery did not cooperate. Finally, O'Neill said that the movie's version of Allan Quatermain compared poorly to the character in the original comics, and that the whole balance was changed by marginalizing Mina and making her a vampire. The comic's author, Alan Moore, has generally been dissatisfied with the films based on his works, but thought that the reputation of the originals would not be affected by the quality of the adaptations. In 2003, Larry Cohen and Martin Pohl sued 20th Century Fox for intentionally plagiarizing their script cast of characters, which they had pitched to the studio between 1993 and 1996. Noting that the script shared public domain characters that had not appeared in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen graphic novel series, the suit accused Fox of soliciting the series as a smokescreen. Fox denied the allegations as absurd nonsense but settled out of court, a decision Alan Moore believed denied him the chance to exonerate himself. A novelization of the movie, written by Kevin J. Anderson, was published shortly before the film's release. The score was composed by Trevor Jones and was released by Varese Sarabande on iTunes and later online. It was not sold in stores in the United States. In the season 10 Family Guy episode Amish Guy, Peter Griffin wants to ride a roller coaster based on the film called The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, The Ride. In 2013, Fox was ordering a pilot for the television version of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with Michael Green serving as writer and executive producer. Showrunner Erwin Stoff was attached to executive produce. Neither Moore nor O'Neill was involved in the series. It had also been reported that the pilot episode would still be broadcast, even if Fox opted not to greenlight the series. The tracking board reported in May 2015 that 20th Century Fox and Davis Entertainment had agreed to develop a reboot in the hope of launching a franchise, and that a search was underway for a director. John Davis told Collider in an interview that the film would be female-centric. These plans were reportedly scrapped after the 2019 Disney-Fox merger. However, The Hollywood Reporter revealed in May 2022 that the reboot was back on track as a Hulu release, with Justin Haith writing and producer Don Murphy returning, alongside Susan Montford and Erwin Stoff of 3 Arts Entertainment. With that being said, thanks for watching. Next time we'll be talking about Catwoman. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to see more, consider giving a like or rating and subscribing with notifications so you never miss an episode. It's free. Also feel free to check out our other episodes and share this podcast with others on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. We'll see you next time on Movie Rewind.